Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 42 of the regular season, where the Rangers win, kind of 4-3 in the shootout. I maintain that I absolutely despise shootouts in games that we lose, and so I will be fair, and even in games that we win, it was the shootout. So, you know, it was a tie, and then we got the extra point. Shootouts are dumb. I hate it. I swear one day I'll actually stop complaining about it, and that day will be when they get rid of the shootout. But hey, get rid of the negativity. The Rangers won. They got the 2 points out of it. Let's talk about the positives of this game, because there were a lot of positives. That being said, there were also some not-so-positives. And those not-so-positives kind of piled up in the first period, where the Wild would get on the board first, and they would take a 2-0 lead out of the first period. John Merrill gets the first one. This was a shot with a lot of busy traffic right in front of the net, and so I'm not going to be harsh on Igor Shesterkin for this goal, because there was a lot of traffic in net. But the second goal of the period and the goal later on in the game in the third period, those were not wonderful. We'll start with the second goal of the game, and it's Kirill the Thrill, Kirill Kaprizov, carries into the zone, fakes a slap shot, and then takes a shot. And credit to Kaprizov, that was a gorgeous shot. Well aimed, well placed, right? Fakes him out, so starts to play the mind games with the fake slapper. But man, this was a very clear line of sight from Shesterkin to Kaprizov. There was not a defenseman in the way to block anything, a view, or the puck itself. Shesterkin's got to have this. And this was a game that, and it's very uncommon to say, this was a game that I almost felt the Rangers won sort of in spite of Igor Shesterkin, which usually it's just him carrying us to a victory, but this was... Igor did not have the best of games. And then juxtaposed to the other end, where Marc-Andre Fleury is just making gorgeous save after gorgeous save, and the 2-0 lead after the first, you just seemingly can't get a damn thing past Fleury, and you go into the second with the thought in the back of your mind of this could get ugly, and credit to the Rangers, they did not allow that to happen. And the Rangers start to dig themselves out of the hole early in the second period. It's the Wild in our zone, and a beautiful defensive play by Jimmy Vesey. I mean, look, I'm happy to eat my words when it means the Rangers get a good player for cheap, and I will happily eat my words on Jimmy Vesey. He's been pretty solid this year. A nice defensive play by him. The puck is loose in the neutral zone. K'Andre Miller goes for it. There are two Wild just draped over K'Andre Miller on this play, and it does not matter. He is a freight train. Beautiful goal by K'Andre Miller. Amazing effort. Just, man, oh man, K'Andre Miller is so freaking good. He's on a 4-game point scoring streak. I want to say he has like 6 points through those 4 games. He's here! And then late in the second period, the Rangers tie the game. It's 4-on-4 hockey because there was a tripping call on Brandon Dolamy and an embellishment call on Alexis Lafreniere. And, like, look, did Laffy sell the call? Yeah, I think he definitely did. That being said, that 99% of the time is just a tripping call. I don't know why they decided to call embellishment here. That was not nearly as egregious as I've ever seen it. I thought that was dumb. I don't know why the entire world is just gunning for Alexis Lafreniere right now, but man, it seems like the sport itself hates him. Anyway, it's 4-on-4 hockey, and Matt Zuccarello has it in the Rangers' defensive zone, and Adam Fox absolutely picks his pocket along the boards, carries into the offensive zone, puts a shot on net, and it squeaks through Marc-Andre Fleury, and the Rangers tie it late in the second period. See, into the third period, and all I could think of when heading into it is, I wonder if Ryan Reeves is going to get the goal, or if Zuccarello is going to... Oh, it's Zuccarello. 4.5 minutes into the period, Matt Zuccarello shot on net. Shesterkin gets a piece of it, but not enough of it. This is another goal that Shesterkin's got to have. He doesn't. Zuccarello gets the goal, and it's 3-2, and I, honest to God, thought that was the way the game was going to end. Was Matt Zuccarello scoring another game winner in New York? I'm still not over last year, Matt. I'm not okay with what you did to us on Hank night. So later in the third period, at about 7.5 minutes left in the game, the Rangers enter the offensive zone. And for like the next minute or so, the New York Rangers, anyone that was on the ice, just made it a living hell for the Minnesota Wild. This was an amazing shift by all of the players involved. I want to say there were some personnel changes involved with this shift because they just, again, solid 40 seconds plus of just shots and passing and shot attempts and moving the puck around in the offensive zone. And anytime the Wild would get it, battling them off of the puck or blocking it and keeping it in. It was just an amazing shift for the New York Rangers to continually sustain pressure in the offensive zone. Keandre Miller has it along the blue line, passes to Adam Fox. He heads towards the net, makes Marc-Andre Fleury bite, gets way out of position, shoves it back in front looking for anyone. They give it to Hedl. I thought it went off of Matt Dumba's skate. I thought it was Fox's goal. I thought it would have been his second of the night. It's currently Hedl's goal. I'm unsure. I really thought it was Fox. Regardless, the Rangers tie it at 3, and then there's a lot of after-the-fact shoving. And my favorite part of it was that, possibly completely unwarrantedly, like, is unwarrantedly a word? We're going to say it is. Filip Hedl, who might not have even touched the puck on this play, is celebrating as, like, 3 Wilds just gang up on Adam Fox and any other Ranger nearby. Like, there is a massive scrum going on, and he was just like, woo, I did it! So the Rangers tie it up, and they have all the momentum of the game, and all I could think for the last few minutes was just, Ryan Reeves is going to get a goal here, isn't he? Like, it had all of the stuff written on it. It would be a goal against his former team, it would be the game winner, and it would be his first goal of the season. I thought it was all but a lock to happen. Thankfully, it doesn't. You head to overtime where the Rangers dominate. They look fantastic in overtime. And then you don't get anything out of it, so you head to the shootout. Capo Caco with a pretty funny goal where he scores both the puck and Marc-Andre Fleury, who was, like, almost entirely in the net himself. Matt Zuccarello gets a shootout goal because of course he does. And then Artemi Panarin, being pretty damn automatic in the shootout, gets the final one for the Rangers. And they get the extra point in something that isn't actually the sport of hockey, but hurrah, we get the 2 points out of it. Overall, I thought the defense had a much better game than we did against the Devils a few nights ago. They had 32 shots for the Wild, but I didn't feel like too many of them were high danger. Keandre Miller had a fantastic game, multi-point night, got the assist, got the goal. Great highlight reel goal for Keandre Miller. Adam Fox, I really think he had the second and third goal tonight. Time will tell on if they retroactively go back and give Hedl's goal to him, but regardless, Fox also had a fantastic night this evening. Hedl looked solid. The young players looked pretty good. He and Caco both had nice nights. Caco just can't buy one, it feels like. I was happy to see him get the one in the shootout. Artemi Panarin in the shootout is a cheat code. We all know that. I am, honestly, he just feels as automatic can be. Like, you'll see the career shootout, and I'm like, when were the games where he didn't score in the shootout? I mentioned Shesterkin a little bit earlier in the video, and yeah, he wasn't great tonight, but there's this weird thing that I've been seeing happen with Igor Shesterkin this year, where a lot of fans are kind of dunking on him. Not necessarily Rangers fans, just fans around the hockey world, saying that he's bad, and he was a one-year wonder, and he's a mediocre goaltender, and like, a .916 save with a .248 goal against is not mediocre by any means. That is still very good. That is all-star game appearance and probably a couple of Vezina votes. Not first place votes or anything, but that's you get your name in the leaderboard for Vezina voting. He's having a really good year. The season that Igor Shesterkin put together last year is nearly... you can't recreate that. That was one of the best seasons by a goalie in the past decade or so. Like, Henrik Lundqvist is very likely a first ballot Hall of Famer. And if you look at his numbers compared to Igor last year, there's no one season of Henrik that would beat it. And I'm not saying that to dunk on Henrik Lundqvist at all, right? I adore Henrik Lundqvist. Do not take that as any slander towards him. That's saying how good Igor was last year. I think the whole Igor is mid is just a dumb conversation to have. He's still extraordinarily good, and I just kind of wanted to vent on that a little bit. Anyway, the Rangers get the 2 points tonight. We play again on Thursday, 7 o'clock. We are still in Madison Square Garden, and we're taking on the Dallas Stars. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but that is all I have to say for the evening. So, if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.